Well, good Sunday to you all, everybody, on the One Leeds, or in the One Leeds universe, I should say. How are we doing? Make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. It's your Sunday supplement. We're back tomorrow with the counterpoint. We're back tomorrow with additional bits on the Patreon. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, what are you doing, everybody? Make sure you do so, please. It supports your man, and we've got new bits coming. Make sure you check out as well the video from earlier on, which was a good video, a good little stream where we were talking about the 49ers. We were talking about Mr. Daniel Farke. We were obviously talking about the vulnerable positions we potentially could be in with Jorginho Rutter and, of course, Wilfried Nonn. So make sure you check that out. But how are we all feeling? The season next weekend kicks off. 10th of August, and it's going to be fantastic to see. It's going to be unbelievable. Look, we all love getting into the season again. It's always baking hot days, and hopefully the Sea of Yellow is down at Ellen Road. We're probably going to be doing a watch along for that. I'll keep you updated throughout the week. We're back with the debrief as well Tuesday. Don't get too excited, everybody, but we are back. I'm buzzing to get it going again. We're going to be getting Brownie back on the channel. And yeah, we're back into it, aren't we? It feels like I've not had a rest, I'll be honest. It's one of those things with the fan channels and part of the Leeds United community where the news never rests. And on this channel, what we've tried to provide over this period is not just the rumours, because we do the rumour mill, but it's more discussion. And I think sometimes that gets lost on people who maybe are new or are returning to the channel and are frustrated because we're not confirming news. I mean, I'll try and give as much ITK as I can, of which I'm going to do today. But, you know, it's more about discussion, and that's why we do the long streams, and a lot of the time it's by myself. You know, I haven't got people on because, it's just me and you guys because, I like that. I enjoy the community, and that's what One Leeds is all about. But enough waffle. But I just wanted to say thank you for the summer period and you guys, and we're getting right back into it. The one-man operation behind the scenes is back in One Leeds and Connor, and I'm speaking about myself in third person. That's how tired I am today. It's been a DIY day, everybody. What have you been up to anyway? But let's get into today's news. So there's a specific room that I wanted to speak on today, and it is by the name of Hugo Bueno. Now, Leeds United, I've spoken to Dave Azzopardi, Dave, who we've had on the channel multiple times, top lad Dave, and probably similar to Chris, my very, very good Norwich contact, and a couple of other Norwich boys I've got down there. They are pretty much on the money when it comes to Wolves, when it comes to Norwich, and when it comes to other people in the know like that. I'm very lucky to have made some very decent friends as well in the journalism world, and I will try have a discussion with you guys when it comes to certain bits from their side, because obviously we don't learn anything from our side anymore. So Dave was suggesting today that we're after Hugo Bueno. He put Leeds are interested. Leeds have made contact with Wolves. He is a senior voice at Wolverhampton Wanderers. He has a presence in the dressing room, very much a leader, and Wolves essentially need him to get minutes this season. Where does he play? Left wing back, left back. And Leeds apparently have approached Wolves and said, look, we would like him on loan. Now, don't mind it whatsoever, because he can play left back, he can play left wing back. Looking at him, you could probably see him in central midfield as well. Very, very good operator on the ball. Technically excellent and a real athlete, and that's exactly what you need. Wolves aren't looking to sell him, very similar to what Crystal Palace aren't willing to do with Raksaki. They're not willing to sell him because they see so much potential in him, but what they are willing to do is let him out on loan, and he needs senior minutes under his belt for him to progress as a footballer. Leeds United look like they're a really good option, and Leeds have made inquiries. Now, there are other Premier League clubs or other Championship clubs that are apparently interested in him, but I was speaking to Dave, and he said, look, if you can get your hands on him, if you can get your mitts on him. He was the person who sort of broke the news, and Dave was saying to me that if you can get your mitts on him, he'll be a quality operator at that level. Now, does that throw up conversation about Mr. Junior Firpo? Because if he is to play on that side, if he is to operate on that left flank, is he going to be competing? I've mentioned previously that he can play left wing back. Is there a potential left mid option there as well as a sort of versatile lone player? But what you do wonder is real competition now for fullback for Junior Firpo, because there's going to be a real battle there, of course. So going to be fascinating to see how that one emerges. Now, we were speaking yesterday as well about Liverpool's Bobby Clark in the attacking profile. Liverpool are looking for 12 million quid for Bobby Clark. Now, can I see Leeds doing that? I can't. Obviously, Bobby Clark, Lee Clark's son. I just 12 million, in all fairness, at this level and where Leeds are at in terms of in terms of the money that they've got coming in or the money that they've had coming in, probably isn't too, out of this realm. I do look at that and think to myself, well, it's not 20 million, it's not 25 million, 12 million. You could probably consider that. Bobby Clark has got absolutely mass reviews at Liverpool, huge reviews at Liverpool. And for you guys, I was speaking to someone today as well who's just giving me a bit of background on him. Apparently a fantastic young lad when it comes to a character, very, very similar to Hugo. Absolutely superb character, only willing to learn, and just said he'll run through a brick wall for you, but he's got a real technical guile and ability as well. So, he can play along the front line, obviously a little bit behind the striker, which would obviously be Matteo Joseph, but he can play there as well. So listen, it looks like a viable option, could be a smart option. I think with Leeds, we can talk about these sort of links and stuff. Some might be tenuous, some might be credible. But if they're a good character and if they've got good technical ability, I'm all right with it. I really am. I'm looking at it and thinking, okay, well, you can come in, you can be developed, you're around good footballers, good professionals. What we do have to take into consideration is the experience element with Daniel Farke, and how are we going to start conquering this week up until the Portsmouth game? How are we going to start conquering this week up until the start of the season? Is it going to be experience coming in? Leeds, vitally, in my opinion, maybe need another experienced body. But then you look at the makeup of the squad: Firpo, 27, Rothwell, 29. You look at Strout now, sort of like 24, 25. So it's building a little bit in age. Joe Rodon, 26. So the question that Daniel Farke posed last season of having experience, you don't know. Max Verber, I believe he's 25, 26 as well. He's come back into the mould. So maybe now with the addition of Rothwell, if they're able to keep hold of Junior Firpo, and maybe if this, if Hugo's not going to be almost the way we go down, and then Firpo's going to be the one to be sold, which hopefully won't be the case, Leeds are buying a bit of experience. So maybe I'm wrong on that factor, but that is what Daniel Farke did mention last season, mentioned experience. So it's going to be fascinating to see, because when you do look at everyone, Gruev is still 23, Ampadu's 22, you've got Rothwell then with a jump to 29, but Ampadu does play like a player in his 30s, so maybe that's not the way we're going to go down. But I think a lot of us know where we're quality right now, and it's that middle ground, it's the middle part of the build-up, the guy who is now the main guy, and with Somerville being absent, you've got to think to yourself that this guy's going to step up and just be, you saw it yesterday, what he did to Valencia by himself. I thought it'd have been quite an even game if it wasn't for Somerville yesterday, I have to say. But wow, what he was able to do was magnifique. It really was. He was exceptional. So, I think keeping hold of him is one of the primary objectives this window. Once again, if it could shut now the window, would you guys be happy? Do you think we'd be in a top 3 position when it comes to promotion? Who knows? But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hugo, I want your thoughts on it. Where do you think this puts Junior Firpo? Also, Bobby Clark, would that be one that you would go after? Let me know in the comment section below, everybody. See you in a bit. Cheers.